Have you ever found yourself in such a desperate situation that you considered writing a letter to God? Well, this is exactly what happens in the story A Letter to God from the CBSE Class 10th textbook, First Flight. This intriguing tale, written by G.L. Fuentes, revolves around the protagonist Lencho, a poor farmer who has complete faith in God. Today, we will explore this story chapter by chapter, delving into the nuances and extracting the underlying messages. The story begins with Lencho looking forward to a good harvest, but his hopes are dashed as a hailstorm destroys his crops. With nothing left and his family to feed, Lencho resorts to an unconventional solution. He decides to write a letter to God asking for financial help. Chapter 2 is where things get interesting. Lencho's letter reaches the local post office, and the postmaster, amused yet touched by Lencho's faith, decides to help. He and his colleagues manage to collect a part of the money Lencho requested and send it to him as a response from God. In the third chapter, Lencho receives the money, but he notices that the amount is less than what he had asked for. He writes another letter to God, criticizing the dishonesty of the people who stole part of his money. The postmaster, upon reading this, is left in a mix of amusement and sadness. This story is a beautiful blend of faith, innocence, and irony. Lencho's unwavering faith in God is commendable, but his quickness to judge the people at the post office as dishonest shows a contrast in his character. The postmaster's actions represent humanity's capacity for kindness and empathy, even towards a stranger. Summing up, A Letter to God is a poignant tale that highlights several themes: the faith of a desperate man, the kindness of strangers, and the irony of assumptions. It leaves us with a thought-provoking question: does our faith blind us to the goodness of people around us? Remember, every story has a message, a lesson to be learned. A Letter to God is not just about Lencho's faith, but also about our perceptions and judgments. So the next time you read a story, look beyond the words. Try to understand the deeper meaning, because often the real story lies not in the lines, but between them. Thank you for listening. Stay curious, keep learning, and until next time, keep turning those pages.